He's the one who decides what song we're going to sing, who's going to sing. Actually, he can sit there. That's the way it's today, you know. Try to think about how the generation before us had all those things going for them. That's unfortunate that they didn't have all the technology that we have today to record all that music. We've got a lot of it recorded, but can you imagine how many songs are gone now? You know, we even sing songs here that belong to the women. My grandma referred to it as the Wao̐ Wachiga. And those songs have their own beat, and the women dance to them in their own style. And lately, our Umo̐ho̐ people have been bringing up these Umo̐ho̐ dress contests. Umo̐ho̐ women were in there. So we decided to sing one of those songs to bring that back. Those songs go with those women folk. So we started that song, and the individual that was speaking for the family, they're singing a 49 song. And that's not the case. No, I'll sing the beat and the things that go with it. And my sisters over there, one time they got the gourd, and I was so honored to see that they got it, my sister Lisa and my sister Marianne. So I sang one of that song, individual song, or that particular song for them, because they grew up in the way just like I did. We raised up in the circle. The example I used to our group time we had a meeting was to remember all the stuff that's like each and every one of you. If you had 2 albums at home, those of you know what albums are, 8 tracks, whatever, and you had only 2 of them, and you list them over and over and over, and you'd know all of them. It'd be ingrained in your brain housing group. And that's how it was, I said, when it comes to this big jump ways in the circle here. I was 3 years old when I came into the arena, and we were here almost every weekend. Because those people would come up to our home and tell my grandma Edith, they'd call them, bring them punka boys down, we're having war dance. So can you imagine listening to the songs over and over? They're going to be up there. They're going to be in your mind. They're going to be in your memory. So this song, just one of them, belongs to the women folk when they get that word, or even just to have them come out and dance. That's a different beat. Hey yo, 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 hey That's how things go like that when you come to that big drum, the appropriate songs we're talking about. Our younger generation, even though people older than me that was doing the MC for that family didn't realize what we were singing. And then they had that down Lincoln too, so I brought another one of those songs. And they said, no, what another song? Not even knowing that family sponsored that particular songs go with that. Again, my grandma was telling the story behind that because I can still picture how they would dance to that. Go-Go Girls, if you guys don't even remember them. My aunts, Lucy Dick, Susie Dick, Victoria, they also danced that way to that music. Those things we talk about are no longer here. You try to bring them back with the younger generation. You try to explain to them. Not in a bad way, but corrective criticism to help them along to carry on what we still have left of what we still know about our traditional ways and our big drum ways. Really difficult to be in this generation because a lot of the older people too stand there and say, well, you should sing this, you should sing that. Well, share it with us and then we'll learn that way. In my teachings to my sons, my nephews, my brothers, I share all I can with them. Like I said, we're fortunate today. For instance, I made a song for the Lincoln Indian Center. And guess what? I put it right on my phone and sent it to my people. When we got down and sat down, everybody knew it already. That's what modern technology is today. Even a request was made for me to sing the Standing Bear song. Well, okay, I know how to say it in our language. Then I asked some of our relatives if they knew that song. They said no. So what I did was I got on my device, asked my brother Jim Kimball, Ponca, tried to share that song with me. So he got with Steve Litica to confirm how it goes. Then they sent it to me on my phone. And I posted on Facebook rather, that we have that song now. I'm so honored to know it, because we're going to sing it because they're doing a dedication to him on one of our historical markers down on Interstate 80. Then the descendants from there started messaging me, share that song with me, share that song with me. Rather than saying, well, if you want to know something, come to my home, put food on my table and share it with you. Which would be the appropriate way, Umo̐ho̐ way. But I said, well, if I don't share it with them, how are they going to know? So I started sharing that song with them. So there's individuals here that have that song in the translation to that song. Because we got descendants from Standing Bear here with us. So I'm sitting right in our audience. So things like that, how things used to be way back then, how a song was composed, that Madden put out his drum to his 4 days of fasting, get permission from the Ten of War, which basically were the hunger people. Then he would share it. Then he would dance to it. You know, today we have this way of sharing our music through our social media, through our devices. So some things right now today are kind of more convenient, but yet we're still skipping the ways that we were taught how to do things. And I recall too when those head singers used to come to my home. Tim, I'm head singer. Next Saturday, come down and help me if you're not doing anything. I would do so. Next thing you know, they were calling me on the telephone. They weren't coming to my home. They were saying, nephew, son, can you come help me next week? I'm head singer. Okay. Nowadays, we put on Facebook. That's how things are changing through that technology. Kind of forgetting our old ways because of the fact that things are more convenient now. And so today, I just want to share the way my generation is doing things. We're still trying to follow the old ways about the drum, protocol, the respect. But yet, where we're still lacking because of the fact that the knowledge that's way back there can no longer use because it's gone. And I'm grateful we still have these men here to share the music that we still use. My uncle here mentioned my dad. So I sang that song to him. Now, I don't want to sing it because I'll say that will put yourself in front of anybody, but I sang it to him. That's right. That's how it goes. My dad made songs for a lot of people. There's some songs that are even, there's issues about him because he's no longer here to stand up to speak for him, but I'm here to take up for him. There's controversy about that song. I said, why? This man said he made it. I said, no, my dad made it. I know the story behind it, the witnesses that told me where it come from. Even those people are gone now. Like I say, for instance, my Uncle Corbett Tyndall, my Uncle James Walker. They used to put me in a rookie seat, and I sat between those two a lot of times. Because when you had to sing, you would decide who's sitting where. But yet I learned a lot from them because of that. Because my dad left in 1972. My dad Valentine tried to carry on that way about the big drum ways, but he was more trying to lead me towards the little drum. And the teaching and respect I had for the big drum, I said, no, I've got a way of life already. That little drum belongs to you. Those are your instruments. I chose not to follow that way, even though I grew up in that environment, right in my basement. So every weekend, teepee ground set up back there. But I still believe in this drum here because of the words that were said to me when I was sitting at that head singer's spot for the very first time. Joe Gilpin said, Edi Kuge Wakugi Pihongati. This big drum was here first. So with that, I hope that I shared something with you, the way things used to be, the way things are today, and the way my generation still carries on what we have learned, and respect those things, respect the families, respect the clans. So with that, again, I want to say thank you to the peacemakers for asking me to be part of a program. And I'm part of the program, but yet they asked me to do this. And I said we should find someone else, but they were pretty adamant about it that I be here, be part of what's going on. So I want to share that with you. One of the things Omo̐ people always say that never put yourself in front of anybody. So with that, again, I want to thank my uncle, both my uncles here for the words that they have. Even my Uncle Rufus still something like that drum shares things with me. There's one song I wanted to learn from him. Is one of those Wao̐ songs. He knows it. Got but he's keeping it from me, so I suppose I have to go to his home and practice what I preach, take things to him, put food on his table, and some big old money. He'll probably share that song with me. But again, able to walk with a week and a half. So ain't no hope.
You guys tell me, set the drum up.